This we can do this all day, camera. Wow. Alright. If I can get my fucking camera to work. Okay. This is the second time me trying to shoot this fucking video. I think I'll just jump into it now because I don't want to explain myself. Why? No, never mind. I'm stoned right now. I made a video the other day about like life and shit like that. I love talking about it, so you know what? I'm gonna start like uploading videos because I'm a pretty lonely human being, and I like talking. So you know what? I'm gonna talk. I don't give a shit. It's gonna be over my DMT experience. Okay, so as I said, I'm gonna just jump into this shit. Okay, I did it. Whatever. Yeah. I did it. Went to the bathroom and I puked really bad. It didn't take very long to hit me. Not at all. Like 0 time. It hit me hard too. Bad. I threw up. My brother comes in. What the fuck? Freaking out. And I start hallucinating. You know. And I'm seeing stars in front of me. Like there's little pink stars that look like if you would look at like space in 3D, you know, from afar, that's a star, you know. So they're like all over the place. So I guess I'm like, dude, I'm looking at galaxies, man. He's like, shut the fuck up, you know. And I'm just like, whoa, man, this is weird. And the flower of life pattern, I remember that a lot. Fucking like. Okay, so my view is like this box, and the video right here will be like the fucking, you know, the edges of the video are my field of vision. That's like the whole thing right there. And the flower of life is like growing in each corner of my field of vision, you know. And my brother is like freaking out because I'm tripping so bad. Fucking puts me in the shower and throws like cold water all over me. Is not having that, so get the fuck out. Told him to get out. I'm taking a real shower. So I start taking a real shower, you know, and this I start like looking down. I got dope dick like a motherfucker, which is like when your penis shrivels up because you've got like some kind of substance in your fucking system, and I guess you're like got some kind of like speed form. I don't know if it gave me speed, but psychedelics usually fucking give me dope dick. Anyways, fucking look down, and I'm just like, why does this even matter? You know, like this whole thing is just derived from somebody's view or whatever, you know. So I start zooming out, like my whole consciousness around me is zooming out. I'm in my third, like in my eyes mind, I'm like fucking like looking at Earth, and there's these little fucking houses, but I thought they were huts, but they're brick houses, and they got chimneys in them, and there's smoke coming out of them, and like they're like sticking out of the planet. You can see them. It was a weird view of Earth, and I seen everybody as just fucking animals, man. We're just like evolved animals, really. I didn't even think evolved. Like we're very not evolved, in some kind of sense, I guess you could say. Yeah, but we were just fucking animals, and every emotions and all this shit. It's just like derived from your brain, you know. It's a very simplistic look at life, not life, but at humans. And I realized, like, after thinking all this bullshit, like, what the fuck? Why am I in the shower? So I get out of the shower. You know, I'm trying to put some clothes on and just like kind of laughing because, you know, this is stupid. Why the fuck am I putting on this matter around my body? I was born this way. Why the fuck would I have to put on clothes to hide myself? Oh, because it's human law. And, you know, it was just started creating like thought trains that I didn't give 2 shits about. So I move on to the next thing, which is going into my room and just laying down. Well, the whole time this is going on, like, I'm having this like domino effect kind of feel going on to everything, and my stepdad starts running down the hallway, fucking beating on the walls because he's mad because I'm on some fucking crazy drugs, you know, and I'm in his house. So yeah, And every time he'd bang on the wall, dude, it was like a whole cartoonish thing. Like, if you've ever read a comic book, they have like these dialogue boxes, like boom, pow, and shit like that. It was like that. And then he slams open my door and tells me to get the fuck in the living room, you know. But like, as this was happening, I was just thinking like, oh, here it comes. It's a domino effect, you know. And I was trying to explain this when I recorded it the first time. Each domino, like an endless amount of dominoes falling over and happening. Like, say one domino would be my hand moving or some shit like that, but it'd get to a certain amount of dominoes that'd fall over and it'd be a major event. And so the major event is, like, the first event was me doing the shit, and the second event is my stepdad coming into my room pissed off. So I started seeing just shit happening like that. And then like I got up to go like try and walk into the fucking living room, and again I can barely walk. God, I'm tripping so hard. I sit down on the couch, and you know, it's just this weird like silence in me. I'm just like, this is so strange, because I can see everything so clearly. Like, I know exactly what everything is down to its most simplistic form. You could not lie to me when I was on that shit. You really couldn't. You could not lie to me, because I could see right through it. I could see why, like, the chain of events that led up to why you're fucking lying to me. And it was purely like knowledge just shooting into my fucking face, man. And they're just like, so what are you on? What did you do? What's this drug? And I'm like, DMT. And like, I swear to God, D, a big ass blue D, M and a T just like right there, like in my view. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And that's when I started flipping out, like, because I'd never done anything this strong. I mean, I've done all kinds of fucking hallucinogens, but this is beyond anything I've ever fucking done. Like, you can't prep for it. It's just the most insane. You're going to go fucking nuts. Yeah, I started fucking like just saying, what the fuck? Because I could not comprehend how much shit was going on around me. Like, all these domino effects were going on all around me. And, you know, they stopped asking questions after a while, because they seen I was not capable of answering fucking questions. Like, all I could say was just walk around and say, what the fuck? This is so amazing, you know? And, like, I'd look around and these fucking, like, rebel flag stars would, like, come, but they weren't rebel flag like lines, like the blue part on a rebel flag, you know, with the stars and stripes and shit. They were like coming up, but they were unfolding like as you would like if you had a ball of ribbon and you'd fucking like roll it across the surface right here. That's kind of what it looked like across my vision. And every time I'd see something this insane, I'd say, what the fuck, man? It's so insane. So like I can't even like sit still, because my brain is going 10 billion miles per hour. God. And they call my dad, and I'm just like, oh, okay, dad's coming over. You know, I'm not even thinking of the fact that I'm in some kind of trouble, you know. Oh, it's nice to see dad. And he wasn't even that mad, you know. He came in, and this is like the third time this shit has happened, you know. And I'll tell you about that in a second. He comes in, and he's like, oh, okay, son, again? And I'm like, yeah. And when he says it, I'm like, yeah, this has happened a lot, hasn't it? And he's like wearing all camo, right? And he's like, look at me. I looked at him. He said, what do I look like? A tree? I fucking I couldn't fucking handle it. It was too much. I started busting out laughing. And so everybody's just like sitting around in a circle in the living room, and I'm tripping hard, and it gets to this point to where everybody's just like sitting in the living room, nobody's saying anything, because I felt like I was controlling that situation. Actually, like, I was controlling everything they were doing, you know. So it got to the point to where nobody was saying a damn thing. I was just sitting there, and my dad finally says something. Look at that commercial on TV, and it's like this dude eating a pizza. And he was like, what does he look like? And I said, well, Dad, It kind of looks like he's a zombie destroying somebody's face right now. It's pretty insane. I wish you could see it, you know. And he just like got kind of pissed off, but he started laughing because he thought about it, you know. Whatever. And I actually seen that he thought about it, and you know. Anyway, so everybody's being silent and all that, and I start fucking like having this vision. I can't even fucking like comprehend this vision. Like, I can't even remember it. Like, remember how I got into the point of the vision, but I remember the vision. The vision was me standing next to this fucking like this Indian dude, like, you know, the whole like Native American should I say. He had like a staff or whatever, and like wolf pelt around him, or maybe it was deer pelt, I don't know. Anyways, he was an Indian dude, Native American. Anyways, we were standing on like I guess you would like, you know, the rings of Saturn, but imagine that like all across like this big void of space. We were kind of just like standing on it and like chilling, you know. And he says, "Well, hello." And it wasn't even funny. It was just like, wow, man, this is insane, you know. I've never seen life like this before. And it's like, Jonathan, you keep fucking doing things. Like, how could you not see this before? Honestly. And then he like spreads out this like timeline, past, present, and future of what the fuck my entire Jonathan existence is, you know. And I look at it, and there's 3 points in it right now. There's fucking 3 points in it, okay? And each one of them points I would look at, and I would see the event roll down, just like the domino thing. I would see the event roll down and how it led up to me getting into some huge dilemma, you know, like I overdosed on Xanax, or I smoked too much this synthetic weed and I went to the hospital, almost died. Anyway, so it's happened 3 different times. This is going to be the 3rd time that it's happened. That I've gotten myself into some big shit over some drugs or whatever, you know. And I'm looking at it, I'm just like, wow, man. I see now. I see. I don't have any want to do anything bad anymore, to want this to reoccur, you know. And then he's like, well, see, the universe is made of 3s, and we shift over to like this fucking like these planets and these galaxies and shit, and he's showing me how they're made and all that. And he's like, well, everything's made of 3, and that's how we are folded. And I'm like, folded, you know? That didn't really like click onto me until I started thinking about this trip more, but like trying to figure out what the fuck it meant about folded, you know? And I remember seeing the fucking like the ribbon roll. I'm thinking maybe that's what he means, you know? I have no idea what he means. Still, I don't. Anyway, so trying to remember if there's anything else that was in this fucking little Indian dude's perspective. No, that's it. Anyways, come out of that, next thing I remember is like the words that I would speak. Like, I felt like if I actually tried, I could change everybody's life. Like, I could change your life in an instance of 3 simple words, because I was looking at everything and it was such a simple view of everything and what its actual truth was, you know. It was so simple. The truth was so insanely simple of what we were and everything. So I felt like the words that I could speak were like I could say like to a drug addict or something, drugs mother or something, and it would flash through their head the feelings that I was trying to portray to them, what they've done because of their drug abuse and shit like that, you know. That's how I felt. I almost felt godlike, but I'm not gonna put myself there, because I'm not God, or in some kind of sense, I go, oh, maybe I am, you know. That was gay. Anyways, moving on. I told my mom that I should just go write a book or whatever, maybe, or no, I was telling Mom that I could change people's lives, you know, and she was just looking at me like I'm a dumbass. Like, why don't you go write a book, son? And I had this fucking quilt around me because I felt like the Indian guy. And I was like, maybe I will go write a book. And like, as soon as I said that, like, the sands of time, like, when I say this, it's very hard to put into like words. Like, time itself, I imagined it as an existence in my head, and I imagined like wind blowing some sand across like time. It just kind of rolled back, and I was like, damn, I'm supposed to write a book. So I go in my room, and I totally forgot about writing a fucking book in like the 3 seconds that it took to like walk to my room. I started just like laying back down on my bed, and I got to this point where I was just this black fucking dot, and everything around me was white, and that's exactly what existence was. And I felt like I knew everything, like I knew I had everything right then. I could depict anything in this world. I knew everything about this world. Like, maybe I didn't know the smaller aspects of it, but I had the bigger picture of everything, and I was right on top of it, just looking at it, and it was great. I felt amazing. And I can't remember what happened after that, but I do remember like a little part where I was laying on my bed, and I seen like a 4-dimensional image. It was like, it looked like an S with like lines on each indentation, but it was spinning, and it was like 4 different. It's so hard. I can't explain this shit to you. Like, if only you were in my head. Yeah, but after I come down from like the peak, like, I started just like, it was mainly just like this really intense acid trip from then on. Like, cause I looked on YouTube on NeuroSoup and watched a fucking video on DMT, and I couldn't even focus on what she was saying, so I just looked, and her face looked like a fried fucking waffle, man. And it was changing colors and moving, and that everybody just looked like a zombie on the YouTube right then. I didn't get the chance to listen to any music, but I really wish I would have. That would have been probably sensational, I gotta say. But yeah, I came down off of that, went outside, smoked a cigarette. My brother came out, and he was like, damn, John, you done fucked up again. I said, you know, I feel like you ever be in one of them situations where it's really bad, but it was for the greater good? He just shook his head and laughed. But I still feel like that, because it completely changed my life. And I don't know how to explain how something like that could change my fucking life, man. And I'm not even gonna start to tell you because how it just changed my life, because there's in so many ways it's just changed my perspective on everything. And weird shit started happening before that, and it just amped up. Each day I get up in the morning, even more and more weird shit happens. And I feel like it's because I was awakened in some way by that drug. Maybe I'll do it again another day, but I have not found it again yet. Thanks for listening.